Ever feel like the algorithm is just trying its very hardest to counter you? Like it will find you teams that you just can't do anything against? And then there's the times where you're about to win a game. There's no way you can lose the game. And then guess what? The app crashes. And when you try to get back in, your Pokemon's already dead. There's nothing you can do. You're gonna lose this, and you're gonna have to take the loss whether you like it or not. And then there's the time when your dragon gets kissed to death by a fairy type. Yup. You just have to sit there and watch it get destroyed. And having to see that good effort screen over and over and over again, it gets annoying, especially when your elo is just going straight to the ground. I mean, look at this. And sure, going on these long lose streaks straight to the depths of the lowest elos in pokemongo can make you want to rage and break your phone, but while you're at it, while your elo is already completely trashed, why not try some spicy Pokemon? And that's what I did today. I felt completely hopeless, I wanted to give up, but I was like, I might as well just enjoy myself. I'm already really low. How much worse can it get? So I decided I'm gonna use some Pokemon I almost never get to use, but when I do use them, I always enjoy myself so much. Problem is, my favorite little kitchen utensil holding Pokemon is extremely squishy and the IVs are horrible. I made this during community day before I knew about PvP IVs, and I mean, just look at this. 15% for Ultra League. I will also point out that even though the other two Pokemon I'm using are meta, their IVs are also really bad. These were some of the first Pokemon I ever made for PvP, so I wasn't really paying attention to the IVs. I was more paying attention to the fact that I had a Venusaur with Frenzy Plant on it, and I had a Muck, and this Muck had what I thought was good IV. But anyways, let's get into the battles. Let's see how this mixed match team performs. I had a lot of fun using it, surprisingly, but yeah, let's get into it. This is Open Ultra League. First, of course, I get Altaria, which actually counters my whole team, so I have to get rid of it. So my plan is to soft lose this lead, hopefully get the Altaria really low so that I could farm it down with the next Pokemon that I'm gonna come in with. So I'm just going straight Dark Pulse, and I also forgot that I had Acid Spray on this Muck. I wasn't paying attention, I didn't really care, I just went into the game. I was sick and tired of losing. So I'm running it with Acid Spray, why not? It was buffed, so that's fine. So he shields my second Dark Pulse, which is good, so I have taken one of his shields, and I do get to a third Dark Pulse, and that gets him low enough to where I can farm him. And we see him P-tied, so he wasted his energy. Now I can come in and safely farm him down with Venusaur and have a ton of floated energy for whatever he's going to bring in next. And he brings in Registeel, and this is where Alakazam can come in and do a ton of counter damage, and guess what? He also has an Obstagoon in the back. Now I throw this Fire Punch, and if he doesn't shield, I'd be able to counter him down and only take one Night Slash and shield that, but he shields. So I grab his last shield, and here I am going to double shield my Alakazam. I know that my win condition is with this Pokemon, so here I plan on farming him down completely so that I could have energy to Fire Punch the Registeel that's in the back. So now he's bringing in Registeel, I instantly tap the Fire Punch. This is going to do super effective damage. And my switch timer is coming back up, so I switch into the Venusaur to catch the Flash Cannon. That way, just in case Venusaur can't handle this Registeel, I still have a little bit of energy on the Alakazam, but I'm almost at 2 Frenzy Plants, and this should be enough to KO. And that was the first game. Surprisingly, it went really well. Alakazam can do a ton of counter damage. That Obstagoon was probably not expecting that. That was insane. And I'll be honest, Obstagoon isn't one of my favorite Pokemons to battle against. It counters a lot of my favorite Pokemon, so that was nice to see. Anyways, we have Machamp on the lead, and I actually went into Ultra Premier here, and I'm just getting hard countered. I found that this team works a lot better in Open Ultra League, so I get destroyed here. No surprise there, but oh well, you win some, you lose some. And now I know that this team doesn't work in Premier. I'm just staying in thinking I might have a chance to win this with Venusaur if maybe he has a water type in the back. But you'll see here. This team was designed specifically to counter my team. He has a Talonflame in the back, and at this point I just surrender. I don't want to play this out. I know I'm gonna lose. So GG's to my opponent. He got a very easy team to deal with. But moving on to the next game, I will not go back into Ultra League Premier. I will go into Open Ultra. And let's see what I get on the lead. So we have Mewtwo on the lead. This is an amazing lead for me. Of course I'm gonna stay in. And then he switches into Swampert, and I have Venusaur in the back for him. This is perfect. This is the algorithm finding a perfect team for me, I guess. Hey, I lose a bunch, I get to win some as well. I let the Earthquake go here because I don't want him to come back in and farm me down with Mewtwo. So I want my Venusaur to get low. That way he doesn't have as much energy when I come back in with the Muck, just in case he has Earthquake on his Mewtwo instead of Dynamic Punch or Rock Slide. So I come back in with Muck. I'm going to Dark Pulse the Mewtwo. Let's see if this gets his shield. And I managed to take his first shield. So here I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is an Earthquake. I need to save my Muck just in case. And it's a Dynamic Punch, and I shield it. That's fine. But then he brings in Muck, and I have Alakazam in the back. I cannot let Alakazam see this Muck. So I'm going to Acid Spray him, and this is where Acid Spray actually saves me, because now my Dark Pulse is going to do a ton of damage to the opposing Muck. And we are even on shields, so it's fine. It's looking alright. If I could just get him low enough to where the Alakazam could safely counter down without taking Dark Pulse, that would be great, because Alakazam resists everything that Mewtwo will throw at it. And he still doesn't know what I have in the back, so if he's going to choose to shield his Muck here, then I will have a very good chance at winning this. So here I decide I'm not going to shield. I'm going to save the shield for Alakazam, and hopefully Alakazam can counter down the Muck completely. And look at how much damage these counters are doing because of that Acid Spray. And then they swap out of their Muck into their Mewtwo, and because I'm ahead on energy, I can get to the Shadow Ball pretty quickly, and this will be KOing the Mewtwo, and then I can counter down the Muck. I'm really liking how much damage Alakazam can do with counter. It's making this squishy Psychic type Pokemon a Dark and Steel type counter. Moving on to the next match, we have Obstagoon on the lead. So I'm gonna instantly swap into Alakazam here, hoping he stays in. And look at how much damage these counters are doing. Of course I'm gonna shield the Night Slash here. It'll come close to KOing my Alakazam. And then he brings in Cresselia, and I have Shadow Ball. So this is looking alright, but the Obstagoon I can deal with. It's already at half health because of how much damage the counters did. We also managed to take a shield from the Cresselia, so here I'm not going to shield. I can survive this, and then I can get to another Shadow Ball, and this will get the Cresselia super low. Now I can come in with Muck, and I'm thinking I'm going to farm down here. So, of course, I'm not going to shield any of the Moonblasts. And then he switches out into Obstagoon. So I'm going to Acid Spray him and then swap into Venusaur. So I'm going to farm up as much as I can. I'll take a Night Slash, that's fine. It's not going to do that much to Venusaur. And I'll farm up a little bit more and then throw the Frenzy Plant because I don't want to take another Night Slash. So he lets his Obstagoon go, and I'm thinking now we might see what's in the back, or he might bring back in Cresselia. And he brings in Nidoqueen. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit tough. This Frenzy Plant is going to hit for neutral, and it's going to do a little bit more than half the Nidoqueen's health. And then here I'm going to let the Poison Fang go. I also survived this actually, but I'm going to swap directly into Muck, and because he doesn't have any shields left, I can instantly Dark Pulse him, and then this will KO the Nidoqueen. And then we're left with the Cresselia. And I still have a shield, and this is basically a game over GG for my opponent because I can safely shield whatever he throws at me here and get to the Dark Pulse. And then here he surrenders, and we take the win on the 4th game. I have to say I'm really enjoying using Alakazam as an Obstagoon counter. It's so much fun, and I highly recommend it. If you guys are feeling adventurous, definitely use Alakazam on your team. So next game, we have Giratina on the lead. This is a good lead for me because I have Muck. So, of course, going straight for the Dark Pulses. Unfortunately, this is a Dragon Breath Giratina, so the fast move is going to be doing a little bit more damage to me. I'm actually not going to be shielding any of the Dragon Claws. I'm going to let myself soft lose this because I know I need the shields for Alakazam. It's such a squishy Pokemon, it can't take any charged moves. So I know I survived this, and I know he's going to shield to win switch. So I'm going to go Acid Spray to hopefully make the Giratina a little bit easier to handle for my Venusaur. So now, of course, I'm going to bring Venusaur in because I know he's going to get to another charge move and I don't want to shield, and Venusaur can handle the charge moves a lot better than Alakazam. And then I have to throw my Frenzy Plant. I can't farm him all the way down, so I throw it right before he's about to get to his next charge move, and it takes him out. And then he has Articuno in the back, so I'm going to Sludge Bomb and switch out into Alakazam. Although now looking at it, I could have switched directly into Alakazam to get that Fire Punch off even faster, but that's fine. I'm going to shield the Icy Winds, and I'm hoping whatever he has in the back, Venusaur can deal with it. I'm thinking that because he doesn't have a solid Steel type counter, it could be a Water type. However, you will see that it's not. So again, shielding the next Icy Wind. I've been debuffed twice here. And then I'm going to be able to beat him to the Fire Punch. And this will KO the Articuno. And then he brings out Melmetal. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to count to the Rock Slide and catch it on Venusaur, saving all that energy I had on Alakazam and clearing the debuff. So this Fire Punch now is going to do a lot more damage. But is it going to be enough? And it's not. And now it's just a race to see who can fast move who down. And I win that. I survive with barely any HP left on Alakazam, and we take the win. And that was 4 wins in that set. I was not expecting to go positive with this team, but surprisingly it worked really well together. So that was it. That was my weird team that I put together for Open Ultra League, and it kind of worked. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like down below. and possibly consider subscribing. And if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Until next time, I will see you guys later.